Hi there, I'm so excited that you've taken this big step in a new direction to change your health and ultimately change the trajectory of your life. I just want to help you get a bit more prepared before your kit arrives so you can jump in when you're ready to start. I'm going to attach some links afterward for you as well. First, I want to encourage you to pick up these items at the grocery store next time you're there. You need pink Himalayan salt. Doesn't have to be this brand, just pink salt is good. You need olive oil spray. This stuff's awesome. You can put it into the pan when you're cooking meats, any kind of vegetables that you want to roast in the oven or anything you want to saute or anything. Use the olive oil spray. It's a great quick way to coat the pan but not get tons of fat into your food. It's just the right amount so that you can have fats in other ways like sauces and dressings. Mrs. Dash. This is the herb and garlic one. It's really great on tons of things. So anything that you would normally put garlic onto, it's a great quick way. The difference though is that it has no salt. So for the first 8 days, you're restricting salt. So even though you have this, don't use it in the first 8 days if you can help it. I know sometimes our tongues are just dying for salt by the end of 8 days, but it's going to be so good to give your system that reset. So this. And then also the Mrs. Dash, it's all written backwards, I can see on the thing there. Oh well, you can still figure out what this says. Mrs. Dash steak blend, which is really good for like if you're doing beef or beef strips, maybe a fajita type of strips or something like that. I also always keep on hand the coconut oil that is aroma free. The reason I like it aroma free is because sometimes you don't want coconut flavor in everything. So this makes it so it's no flavor. It's just an oil, but then you're getting the benefits of coconut oil into your food. You also want to pick up egg whites. This is something I just buy the big set from Costco and I use them all the time. I keep them down in my extra fridge down in the basement. If you don't have that, I guess just buy bigger, taller ones. But you're going to use this with eggs. Every time you have eggs, you have 2 eggs and some egg white instead of an extra egg, and it cuts down on cholesterol, cuts down on some of the fats, but you're still getting lots of food into your tummy. You want to buy some Greek yogurt. I buy these at Costco. As you can see, it's Kirkland brand. I buy the 3-pack because we go through so much of it. It's a great snack once a day to have some Greek yogurt. And you can use the Zip Stick crystals to make it in a berry flavor, or we add peanut butter, or we add just berries or something like that to it, but not for the first 8 days, not the berries anyway. You want to buy nuts and seeds. So this is something that we have as a staple in our pantry with just like 1/3 of a cup measure usually shoved in there and some Ziploc bags nearby. So what that is just sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, peanuts, and almonds. And I just mix them all together. And yeah, it costs a little bit to get all those nuts, but then they last for a long time when you're only eating 1/3 of a cup a day. So it's a great protein snack. You need to eat protein snacks a couple times in a day, so it's a good one. And have that. I sometimes will have those in little baggies in my purse, so when I'm out and about and I'm hungry, instead of driving through a drive-through, my bag of nuts is my little saving grace. Okay, then afterward, not even afterward, I'm going to show you this too. You want to make salad dressings. So I'm going to show you some salad dressing things, but I buy olive oil again. Or you can use avocado oil. You want to use healthy fats. So olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil are on the recommended list. You want to buy some kind of good vinegar. This one works really good. It's rice vinegar for salad dressings. You can have a variety of them, and I'll show you some more about that in a minute. But it's a great way to mix up your salad dressing. Make homemade salad dressing as much as you can, because it's not processed. It's not full of all the preservatives and stuff, and you're trying to detox, trying to get away from all the store-bought stuff. I mean, if you're absolutely stuck and you don't have that 5 minutes to make this simple salad dressing, then for sure use your stuff in the fridge that you have. That's fine, but it's just that it's going to have tons of salt in it. It's probably going to have lots of preservatives. Here's another one. This is red wine vinegar. There's lots of good vinegars out there that you can use. Try to limit balsamic vinegar in the first 8 days because it's actually really quite high in sugar, so you want to limit that. I also always keep sliced almonds for my salad. I love the crunch in my salad. I know some people like to use just raw quinoa in their salad just as a crunch as well. You can use flaxseed, just the whole brown seeds. Those are really nice for that too. Also maybe even just a bag. I have some sunflower seeds that I just keep aside just for salads as well. So you're going to have a lot of salads, and so making a salad interesting is good. Maybe have some eggs boiled and ready to go to throw into a salad as well. Okay, I wanted to show you also, I buy these at Costco. This is just out of my freezer here, but you can get these in the chicken and turkey kind of area. It's kind of a fridge area, but you can get, it's a 2-pack, and they're pre-sliced, pre-cooked chicken, and they freeze up really nice as long as you keep it sealed like this. Throw it in your fridge the night before or whatever to defrost, and in the morning you have ready to go chicken. That will last me like 3 or 4 salads for sure. So all I need is pre-washed lettuce, and I get that at Costco too, the romaine, and then some pre-cooked chicken, and boom, I've got my salad dressing, I've got my toppings, and I've got myself a really healthy salad for on the go. Maybe get, if you don't have and you're an out and about person, grab some containers that would hold at least 2 cups of vegetables plus at least 3, like say 3 cups of something. So you could have meat in there as well, or protein. You're also gonna look at, if you are, did I say the yogurt? Yeah, oh, this one. You can have turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is really delicious. I didn't used to love it because I never was making it right, but I chop up some onion and I put turkey bacon chopped up and I put them in the pan, and then I throw it pre-cooked in my fridge, and I can throw that in my eggs in the morning or into quiches. I make crustless quiches just straight into a big casserole dish. You can make little tiny egg cup things by putting a piece of turkey deli meat. You can get this also at Costco. Good old Costco. It's just been my buddy for all of this stuff. Lots of good things there. This one is oven roasted turkey breast. It's a good option for this as well. So you can put a piece of this deli meat in the bottom of like a muffin cup, and then throw in some sauteed veggies like broccoli and onion and whatever you feel like having. Basically throw it in there, and then throw some egg in there, and then bake it. And you can put in some Mrs. Dash or whatever flavors you want, and bake those, and they're just a quick egg bite to eat in the morning if you're on the go, or even if you're out and about and you just want to have a quick protein snack, or you're at home and you need a quick protein snack, or it's nighttime and you're so hungry still, which honestly after day 2 you probably won't feel very hungry at night at all because your whole system will have adapted. But in those first 2 days, if you do get hungry, just have some protein. What else? So after the first 8 days, you're going to start adding in other things. So day 9 to 30, you can start adding in more things like beans. I get the big thing of black beans because they're just delicious. You can make chilies and stews and soups and whatever. I throw them into salads again, same idea. Kidney beans. You're going to want to buy, I buy this one at Costco. It's wild rice blend. It's really good. My kids even love it. I couldn't believe it because we always were like sticky white rice people. And one day I went out on a limb and bought this thinking, oh brother, we might be throwing this in the garbage, but my kids love it. It actually, when it cooks up, it kind of looks like purple in the pot. You have to cook it long enough. This one is 25 minutes. You can't be like an instant rice person, but if you plan for it, you'll have good. And I usually make extra so that we have it left over for the next day or whatever as well. But this is really good, very flavorful rice, and it makes purple, so the kids call it purple rice. Yeah, quinoa is another one. Again, you can make a lot of things with quinoa. It's kind of a very basic, it's part protein, part carb, so you'd be adding in carbs that way. You get to have oats. I buy the only oats because I'm a gluten-free person, but you can buy any kind of oats, that's fine. So yeah, and you can make oats. This is just regular oats. Mostly though, we recommend that you use steel cut oats. Steel cut oats just have more fiber in them, so that's going to help you with detoxing and getting all of those toxins out of your body. The more fiber in your system, the easier it is for toxins to be released out through the bowels. You also want to add in, we've got organic, I buy the organic loaf whole wheat bread. I don't eat it, my kids do, but if I was eating, this is probably what I would be choosing. But it's whole grain with seeds. You need to have whole grain for carbohydrates that way. And what else? This is a sweetener that I use, and it's called Swerve, and it's actually really yummy. It's not weird. Some things taste too strange when you put them into things, but we use this a lot for things when we're making something maybe a little bit of a treat. We want something, we'll take almond flour and we'll mix in some coconut oil and like you melt it a little bit, get it in there, put some flavors like vanilla or whatever you want to put in there. And then if you need to sweeten it, then it's this. We add in peanut butter, we add in all kinds of things. So you can watch for recipes for that stuff as well. I think I've got everything off my table here. This is just my salad dressing key. It's backwards, I see that as well, so I will attach it below. But basically what you're going to do is, it says step 1, start with about half a cup of oil, and it's got a bunch of different oils. You're listing peanut oil and sesame oil, walnut oil and avocado and grapeseed. The sesame and the peanut you may not want as much of, but for sure walnut, avocado, grapeseed and olive oil are great options for salad dressings. Lemon would be an option for your acids. You need an acid or a vinegar. So lemon, balsamic, champagne, orange, rice. I don't know about the orange or the champagne. I've tried lemon, balsamic, and rice, and they're really good. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these things are just off Pinterest, but you can mix and match, and maybe you have some other brilliant ideas you should share on the group as well, what you've come up with. And they've just got some flavor enhancers. They've got mustard, honey, jam, ginger, and then garlic, scallions, there's mustard, all kinds of different things down here. So horseradish, and chives and basil and soy sauce. So all those things. And I forgot to mention teriyaki sauce. So after day 8, if you're on Ignite at least, or if you're doing the low carb option, you can definitely have some teriyaki sauce. Try and look for the lowest sodium version that you can get, because you're trying to still stay relatively low salt in your day. One thing I do as just a tip is to put salt just on my plate instead of into the recipe. That way it's just on my tongue. So for the kids' sake, like if we're making something big, then I just tell them, here's the salt, just add it. And that is more along the lines of maybe diabetic kind of thinking, but it really does limit the amount of salt, and then that helps your body to let go of stuff, because when you have too much salt in our bodies, it just wants to hang on to everything. So we gotta let go. So it's moving out, unearthing and moving things out. Anyway, that's my little talk about getting you ready. I don't know if I missed anything. The rest of it's all just going to be veggies. Like anything green, it's probably the right choice. So all the lettuces, spinach, everything. You can make kale chips. I love kale chips. I should do a little video on that. We do roasted broccoli, roasted cauliflower. We do boiled and steamed and stir-fried and sautéed vegetables. We do grilled vegetables in the summertime. We even bought like a special, those Heritage Rock pans that you can make. It looks like a grill, but you do it on your stove. And so you can grill indoors all winter long. And it's like a frying pan, and it's square and it has lines in it. And honestly, when you go to cook on it, it makes things taste like they've just been off the barbecue. It's delicious. We put meat on there and veggies on there. And meats, you just want to stick with your lean meats basically. So lean ground beef is fine, like lean cuts of steak, any kind of lean beef, any kind of lean beef's good. Chicken, turkey, fish. Your kit will have like a full list in there of things for day 1 to 8 and then day 9 to 30. Day 1 to 8, you're just going to be detoxing, so it's keep it really simple. No sugar. You're going to go no dairy. After day 8, though, you can for sure have some dairy, but if you're going to choose cheese, choose like Parmesan cheese, Parmesan petals. Any of the harder cheeses are good. They have less fat in them, so you're going to lose weight faster. You're going to just not have as much dairy in your belly. Dairy is actually quite inflammatory to our system, so restrict your dairy for sure, even from day 9 and onward. Just keep it as a treat or a minimum. The dairy is a big one. Then I would say that's pretty much it. So the dairy, you're going to restrict salt and sugar for sure. Just anything processed, restrict it. Go for whole foods. If you can afford organic, go for it. It's definitely not required. You want to just focus on nutrition as much as you can. Just getting good vegetables for like 2 cups at lunch and 2 cups at supper of vegetables, because you're going to unearth those toxins from your system, and then you need them to stick to something on their way out through your bowels. So the vegetables kind of gather in your system, and then they go into the vegetables, and then you poop them out. So that's what you want to do. You want to get lots of vegetables into your system and enough protein keep you from being starving hungry, you're going to have enough protein. Then that way you will just get rid of those toxins and lose weight at the same time. And you're going to drink tons of water to flush it all through. You don't want that to get stopped up in your bowels. You want to keep moving. If you're having a hard time with things moving along, please contact me. We'd love to talk to you about any solutions. We have some other ideas as well. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.